Who was the mysterious being called the imp that the cannibals of Dagobah feared? In one Abbey, Mammon Hall with his niece and nephew Tash and Zakaranda, accompanied by Platafik and her smugglers, were all on the run from the Empire and landed on Dagobah to hide. There they encountered 25 pale, skeletal-looking humans who called themselves the children, who were introducing them to their village. They warned them of a being called the imp. The imp, they said, was a very dangerous creature that had strange powers, that lived out in the swamps that their parents had told them about on the first night of the refugees' stay. Their sentry died, and Gulp, the leader of the children, accused his death being the imp's doing. Hul dismissed the accusation and believed the imp was just an imaginary creature that the children had made up in their insane minds, being so isolated and reclused for so many years without outside contact. Zack wanted to know more about the imp, and so he decided to walk over to Gulp and ask him, but he was suddenly bitten by something. It was a meat flower. He winced in pain, and Gulp removed it and tended the wound. Zack blinked and he saw something out in the swamp move. Since everyone else was back at the camp, Gulp panicked and believed it was the imp. Zack, excited, said he go forward and see who the imp was. Gulp insisted it wasn't safe, but Zack ignored him and Gulp ran away in fear. Zack then saw who the imp was. Zack, interacting with it, realized it wasn't dangerous and brought the news back to the camp and told everyone. Hall was intrigued, and Platt, even more interested, sent the kids with 2 of her smugglers back into the marsh woods to find the imp again. As they were looking for the imp, the smugglers had an encounter with knobby white spiders, where one of the men perished and the other severely injured. Gulp emerged from a bush as the kids were checking to see what had happened to the men, and when they were telling Gulp to carry the remaining man back to camp and tend his wounds, and the kids were trying to keep up with the children, the imp suddenly appeared again, and Gulp panicked once again, shrieking the imp was gonna kill them all and to run away. He was so scared he, along with his companion, nearly dropped the body of the man they were carrying. Zack tried to tell him the imp wasn't dangerous, but they were already gone. He was about to go after them when the imp remarked they couldn't get to them. They knew the swamps too well. The imp taught them both a lesson of nature and Tash of the Force, and it told her what the children needed to know so they could stop fearing him and also stop being cannibalists. But Tash at the time didn't know about the latter, and that the imp was talking about it. Zack later was captured by the children when he discovered they were cannibals, and when he escaped with Boba Fett, he went to Yoda. When the children arrived, they fell into the dark side cave, which showed them a vision that made them stopping being cannibals, and it can also be assumed they stopped fearing the imp. If you haven't guessed already, the imp was Yoda. Like and subscribe or follow for more Star Wars lore.